Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and this is going to be a fast video. I'm just going to talk about, of all my most recent knives that I've received, what are my top 5? What are my 5 favorite of all the knives I've received as of recently, so within the last 2 months or something. So, starting the list off, we have the SPYDERCO MANIX in 15V. I absolutely adore the SPYDERCO MANIX, first of all, whether it's the XL or the regular one. Now, this one is a blade steel done by Triple B, and it's in 15V, which is an insane steel. It's a high wear-resistant steel, so it has incredible edge retention. Now, I have sharpened it up already, and I put a mirror polished edge on there. Now, I'm not saying that the mirror polished edge is the best edge to put on it. I'm just testing it out. So far, I've went through about 200 feet of cardboard, approximately 200 feet of cardboard, but I used the entire edge. I didn't do a 1-inch section, and it held the bite really, really good. However, I do have the feeling that a medium grit edge is going to suit this steel a little bit better, but we'll see. I'm still in the processes of testing it, but the locking system is one of the best locking systems in my opinion. The ball lock, I absolutely love it. I love how fidgety it is, and I love how solid it is. Listen to the lockup. Listen to that. I love the way that sounds. But let's get to the next one. Now, the next one, I'm actually going to talk about two, because the one is not a new knife, but I recently got the scales. So I don't know, maybe I've had this a little over 2 months. I'm not positive, but Original Goat came out with aluminum scales for the Hogue Deca, and it massively improved this knife in my opinion. And I think right now, I'm not 100%, but I think Original Goat just dropped some more aluminum scales. So they have scales for a bunch of different models, and the Hogue Deca is one of them, and I think they might have some available right now. Check my link down in the description and use the discount code if you are looking for some scales. But the scales just massively improved it. It makes it feel tougher, and it's so much more solid. Like when I open it up and the lock is engaged, it is incredible. You wouldn't believe how solid this thing is, and yet it's stupid smooth. In the hand, I can squeeze it and I don't get any flex or anything because it's aluminum. It's nice and grippy in the hand because of the blasted finish, and it just, like I said, it improved this knife tenfold in my opinion. Now, I'm sure the G10 one is just fine because it's a little bit more rigid and robust. But as far as the FRN scales go, they just feel too toy-like for me. And this one is in the Magnet Cut. Now, Hogue has said that they are raising or have raised their HRC on their Magnet Cut steel. I'm not sure if this is one of the ones that's been raised or not. It is somewhat of a newer model. I've only had it, as long as I've had the scales. So, but I don't know. I'm not positive. So I'm still, regardless, I'm very, very happy with it. Now, the knife I'm going to put in the list, since that was just scales, and I have had it a little bit longer, is the Kaiser Lieb. This thing is so good. It's so comfortable. The scales are super palm filling. It's contoured. It's the perfect thickness, the perfect width. And when you put it in your hand, it's like you're holding a fixed blade. Yet it's a compact knife. Like, it feels so much bigger than it is. It's a compact little EDC knife, or medium-sized EDC knife. Beautiful sheep's foot blade, or what I like to call the drop foot. It's a drop foot blade shape, kind of a drop point and a sheep's foot mixed into one. The button lock action is stupid snappy. Even the mini liner lock version of the Lieb had incredible action. Some of the best flipping action on any knife is on the little Kaiser Lieb. But they still kept a nice, good detent with this. Super duper snappy. Deep carry clip with inset and flat screws, so the clip works great. And yeah, it's just a super solid knife that I absolutely love. 154 cm blade steel, and that's a super solid mid-grade steel. Next is my Jared Ozer Kickstop. I am so happy I got this. Now, if you don't know, there's like 30 different options available for this. Like all different colors of micarta, carbon fiber, titanium, and they all look good. Every single one of them look good. I wound up picking a full tie version because it is a titanium liner lock, or I guess subframe lock, whatever you want to call it, with titanium scales. Now, like I said, they have other options with micarta. I love the shield. It's done extremely well. Ariat is the one that does these. And one of the beautiful things about this is that the flipper tab is not connected to the blade, which allows it to have much more leverage in the flip than if it was attached. If it was attached, I don't think it would have as much leverage as it does since it's detached. It allows it to where when it's in the open position, it's not sticking out right here. So they get to make it be a little bit higher up above the center of the pivot, which makes for some of the snappiest flipping action. And it's so consistent and just, it rockets out there. There's a reason why it's called the Kickstop. Is it kicks and then it stops, but very ergonomic in the hand. I do feel the clip a little bit, but it's still really good. M390 blade, premium materials, and yes, it's a little bit on the pricier side, but damn it, I see why, because it is that good. Next, my Varga. Now this is the V4, which is the thumb stud and flipper version. M390 steel, deep hollow ground, or dual ground. It's a flat grind up here and a hollow right here, so it's nice and slicey right there, but then it's a little bit tougher up there in the nose if you need to be a little bit tougher on your knife. Great flipping action. The detent on my version is super stout. I mean, it is super strong. When you break the detent, it has no choice but to fly because it's so stout. But I love it. I absolutely love it. I would not change it. My ergos are hand melting. One of the most comfortable knives I've felt. This one and the next one we're going to talk about. But it is a titanium bolster lock with the green micarta. And you can see how the green micarta is aging so nicely. It's looking so good. You can see the green starting to come out. And yeah, man. This is one of my favorite knives in the collection right now. It's so good. It is that good. And somebody else said this too, that it's a great example of what Ariat can do. And then last, which is probably my absolute favorite newest knife, the Quiet Carry 9. Made in Taiwan. It is so comfortable in the hand. The way this feels, it's so soft. Your finger sits right in there, and then this is it's knocked down perfectly, and it's just so soft inside the hand. Yet it's you have such a good grip on it. Like it's not going anywhere. The blade is a great blade shape for EDC, and it has somewhat of a polished, stone-washed finish, kind of like the Slish Buoy. If you look, see how it's like, you can see my neck and my chin right there? It is very reflective, so it's almost like a mirror stone-washed finish. I love it. It looks so good. It's so attractive. And it also, I think personally, like just knowing my Slish Buoy, it really hides the scratches because it just slides through material so easily. I don't know if it makes it cut better, but it feels like it does. And the action, it's stupid good. It's so good. First of all, when I first opened it up, it was very drop shutty, but now it is fall shut action. Complete fall shut action. And the thumb studs are placed in such a good position that you have so much leverage to flick out the blade, and you can use it left-handed. The clip is probably the best deep carry clip I've ever felt. I love the way they did this cutout, how they did the cutout mostly on the inside. So then the top right here doesn't have much of a ledge. So going in and out of the pocket, it's super smooth. It is still a milled titanium pocket clip while still being deep carry. The way this lock bar side looks, I love it. I love how this swoops up right here. This cutout, I love the hardware, and it looks very mechanical, and it looks damn good. 20 CV steel, and then the fat carbon fiber on this side, kind of dresses it up a little bit. yeah, I know I've only had it a few days, so I know I'm still in the honeymoon phase, but I'll tell you what, I've only grown to like it more than when I first got it. So that says a lot. But anyways, there you guys go. Let me know let me know what your most recent knives are that you are most happy with, or your new favorite. Let me hear about some of your new favorite knives. I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. I love you guys. Peace.